Hey, how's it going? Welcome back. Not exactly sure what I'm going to talk about, so I'm going to do a little editing in this one while I figure out what I'm going to say, but I wanted to do an introduction while it's raining here and I'm outside of the thrift store. I thought it might be kind of a cool scenery, seeing the rain coming down and the different elements I'm living through. Anyway, like, subscribe, thanks for watching. I hope you like this video. I know what I need. That's not it. Let's try it again. Well, that's kind of cool. That ain't it either. Alright, let's try this one more time. That's more like it. Just having some fun with editing. Well, I'm not sure, but maybe we should change locations. I wonder if I could transport the whole camper. Now, out my window, if you can see that silver van, we'll zoom in here, maybe that'll work. There's another person that lives in their vehicle. She just had her hood open and was checking her oil as she was getting up and getting motivated for this morning. We've got the white van. He seems like a nice guy. I haven't talked to him yet. And back out here. And if I move over here, I'll zoom in over there. Oops. There's another person. They're still snoozing over there in the SUV. Anyway. You know, and I'd like to help these people, but I'm in my own situation myself. So the only way I can help them is when I run into them, is to be social with them and talk to them about life and try to be uplifting and think about how better days are coming, you know. But sometimes I'm a human being, so I get down. Like today, I'm sitting in here thinking about all the stuff I'm going through and how am I going to progress forward. And it seems like I keep getting more and more challenges. Well, I don't have those answers yet. I haven't lost my faith. I've been debating with God all morning about this stuff. And if you watch my brick story video, that testimony about that, well, I know God exists. I mean, I really pushed the limits on the night of my brick story. And so I know God exists without a doubt. I don't understand why things happen the way they do. I don't understand when I'm in the situation I'm in. I'm a really good man. And since a little child, I've walked with God. You know, I remember starting out, my mom and the family around me always raised me to believe in God. But I started Bible school when I was a little kid at Salvation Army, and I can remember it plain as day. I was pretty little. I think I was, my goodness gracious, I think I probably was about 5 years old. Or no, I was younger than that, because I wasn't even in kindergarten yet. Yeah, so I was probably like 4 years old. I was three or four in Bible school. And before I went to kindergarten school with Miss Maute. Anyway, it's amazing. I can remember some stuff back from when I was just a little baby. I remember my dad, when I was first learning how to walk, I can remember my dad chasing me and me falling down, and I'd get up and I'd try to run again. He'd get so close to me, but he couldn't catch me, and I really believed I was getting away from him, that he was getting close to me and I was getting away. But now that I'm older, of course, I realized he was playing a game with me, you know. But when I was a little kid that was just learning how to walk, I was giggling and laughing every time he'd get close. I'd fall down, he'd start getting closer to me, and he'd almost get me, and I'd get up and I'd start going again on my feet and get away, and I was just giggling and laughing, you know. But anyway, back to, I don't want to drift in stories again, but I know God exists. I know He does. And I have been through some challenges. The last few years have been really, Really tough. I've been talked about it on different videos. I don't know what all I've covered right now because I got a lot going on in my mind. But after my mom passed from COVID, my immediate family really changed. My mom's side of the family, her brothers and sisters and all their children and stuff, my cousins and stuff, all of my mom's side of the family, all very supportive of me. They know what I've been through all the years of, I'm a smart person and I have a strong work ethic. I could have, plunged forward and to a career and all this other stuff and made a boatload of money if I wanted to, but I felt more like I should be close to family and be there for my parents because they did a lot for me raising me. And so I worked part-time jobs, so in my parents' older years I could be there to shovel driveways in the winter and mow lawns and get their motorhomes ready so they could go on camping trips, and I'd go with them a lot of times because when they get to the campground, they still got to set up and hook up stuff, so I'd do that too. And I enjoyed that because I knew that someday they wouldn't be here. So I knew that I was getting something very priceless, that was worth more than money, because all the time that I chose to spend with my parents instead of running away from them or something, I don't know. Plus as a kid growing up looking at different cultures, some cultures, they really honor and take care of their old, and that's where I think I got it from. But anyway, I'm babbling on here. I don't know how long I'm going to babble on this one, and I'm holding the camera in my hand because something told me to start filming about this stuff. That was when I was looking out at the other people out here that are also going through tough times and living in their vehicles, because I wanted to do RV van life. I didn't plan on being in this situation, but the good thing is it's like God knew what was coming ahead of time, because I got all these things to prepare for RV van life, because I've camped as a kid and stuff, and I set up all my recording stuff for being mobile. I got a laptop, I got little cameras and recording doodads and different stuff. And then when life took a turn and things got hard, luckily I have all these things, which is really helping me now. It's like I got solar on the roof and an inverter and batteries and stuff, so I produce my own power, so I got regular 120 power in here. And like the last couple days, because I'm trying to conserve propane, because propane runs my fridge to keep my food cold. So instead of cooking meals with propane, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford to keep filling the propane, I'm out of money. I ain't even got enough to fill it right now. I did top off my fuel tank so I can still drive, and the temperatures, I'm in Minnesota, so the temperatures are starting to drop here. It got down to, I don't know if it was 46 degrees last night or something. But anyway, because of my solar, I sidetrack a lot, I wander with my stories. Because of my solar, I've got little electric rice cookers and stuff that are lower wattage drawing, so my last so many hot meals, I've turned on my inverter and plugged in my little rice cooker deal that only pulls like 45 watts or something like that. It cooks slower because it doesn't heat it up as quick, so you got to plan your meal ahead of time. Like I was did some rice and I ended up doing some chicken gravy with that rice and adding a couple other few things, and it was pretty good. But and that's another thing I'm shopping differently now, whereas when I was still working at the foundry and stuff, I'm making pretty good money. I wasn't no Fortune 500 tycoon or nothing, but then I was eating steaks more and stuff, because I started learning how to cook filet mignons watching Gordon Ramsay and stuff. Got pretty good at it too, but I can't afford those now. So now I'm buying like rice, and I did stock up on a few bags of like different dry beans and rice and dried peas and stuff like that, so that way just in case things got tough, I wasn't going to starve, And anyway, I don't know, man. Today has been a tough one. I've been really stressing out on how long before things change. So back to my brick story from the other video. I was telling God today, I know I really pushed limits that night. But that's how I'm starting to feel now, I'm getting frustrated. I know He exists. I know He can help things change, or He can guide me. But I'm still feeling kind of lost at what I should be doing or what I can do better to progress forward. I mean, after not finding a job yet, and looking a lot, started looking at totally different ones I'm looking at so many different jobs now. I mean, because I'm smart, I can do a lot of different kind of jobs, but I'm hoping I don't have to do something super physical like a foundry again. That was really hard. My body's getting old. I mean, I could still do it, but I could tell it was tearing my health down. And since I've been out of there, it was like my mom would say, it was a blessing in disguise not working there no more, because even though I'm having a hard time now, I've got my health. And that foundry job was tearing up my health bad. My feet had gotten bad. My hands, fingers started getting numb in my fingertips, and then I traveled halfway into my hands. Same thing happened to my toes. Got calluses and dry, splitting skin on the bottom of my feet and stuff from being on my feet on concrete for 10, 12 hours at a time. And my breathing was tougher. And I quit smoking 2 years ago. Heading into my 3rd year. That's pretty good. And matter of fact, anyway, I'm healing up. Before I get off subject again, I'm healing up. My feet are just wonderful. My feet are looking so good. And the Lord told me He wanted me, when I started applying for all these jobs in the beginning, He was kind of steering me away from it, telling me He wanted me to rest, and heal, rest and heal, be still. So I did that, and I'm glad I've done that, because my health is getting better and better. My fingers, my hands, where they used to just be numb, like halfway down on my hands here, this hand's totally perfect now, 100%. No numbness, whatever. My hand I'm holding the camera with, my left hand, that's pretty good. I think my middle finger and index finger got a little bit of numbness in the very tips of them, but not halfway up the hand like it was before. And my feet are just wonderful. They're amazing. They're like brand new feet. I don't have the hard, dry, splitting skin no more. It's like nice, new, brand new skin. And kind of funny to talk about feet. But I got some nice feet going on now. Maybe I'll show them in a later video. Just kidding. Anyway, oh boy, this is me being me. Anyway, I should watch my batteries going down too, and I'm with the percentages on it. Because normally I've got this linked with my phone. I got a bigger screen right now. I'm looking at it like a little 1-inch screen. So, where was I? I can't even think now. This ought to be a different kind of video. Oh man, glad I can laugh considering how tough things are right now. I like me, pretty good dude. But I'm stressed out a little bit. Now back to where I was going. Oh yeah, my feet, they're good. My feet are really good. My breathing's better. Oh, that's what I'm saying. In one of my other videos, I talked about the Lord's telling me not when He wanted me to rest and all this stuff, and that I'm supposed to let Him take care of stuff and have faith in Him and trust and stuff. And that's what I'm trying really hard to do, because I know He exists. So, and one day from my other videos talking about, He was telling me, because I didn't know what I was doing. He's telling me, I said, Lord, I know You're going to provide and stuff, but I'm freaking out. I don't have any income. My money's almost out. And that's in that story I talked about. Homeless guy Gregory come knocking at the camper, and not to get into the whole story, but he ended up giving me two. He came to give me money. Never met him before, and it was hard for me to accept money. But the Lord had told me I needed to start setting my pride aside and learning how to accept help. And maybe that's still part of this challenge I've got ahead of me. I don't know, but anyway, Gregory wanted to give me $5 at first, and I had a hard time accepting it. And then he started out what he was going to do. He gave me $2. He handed it to me, and kind of forcefully. And I'm kind of glad he was adamant about it, because it made it a little easier for me to accept it. And he gave me 2 cigarettes, and I told him I quit smoking a couple of years ago, and he said, no, the 2 cigarettes, he says, they're not for you to smoke. He says, you sell these 2 cigarettes for $1, and I think I'm going to have to go help that other lady I showed you in the gray van. I seen her start it up to pull out, and I seen some smoke and stuff, and she's parked over and she's got her hood open again. So I am going to try to hustle up with this video here and then maybe see if I can help her in some way. I don't know if I can, but I don't know if she's got a motor problem or what. Oh, poor lady. Oh, maybe I ain't going to make it because she's getting back in there. I'll have to wait and see if she doesn't drive off. If she stays in the lot area here, I will definitely go see if I can help her in some way or another, because in my camper here, I definitely do have tools and stuff. Before I started running out of money, I was going to mechanics to have them do everything, even though I know how to do it all. Well, not everything, but a lot. And just because I don't like turning wrenches no more. I'm getting older. I'm still in good shape, you know. But, oh no, she's driving off. I see it's smoking right now. Just when she started up, it had smoke, so it could be the O-ring gaskets on the valves or whatever. When them start getting bad, they'll smoke when it first starts up. But yeah, it seems she's driving off fine now. I'll have to keep an eye out, because if she stayed here last night, I haven't seen her here before, but maybe I'll see her here again, because we have multiple people that return here. And when you start living in a vehicle, whether it's an RV like mine or a van or a car, you start noticing all the other people that are doing it. You know, it's like when you buy a certain type of car, and then all of a sudden you start seeing the car everywhere, or that kind of car, or vehicle. But God, I get so sidetracked on these stories. I hope you guys are okay following along with my goofiness. Or you, I should say, individuals, unless you got a group sitting with you watching it, then it's all you guys. I hope you're all having group parties watching me. Woo! Man, people start having group parties just to watch my videos. I'm doing good. Oh man. Maybe it'll happen in the future. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know where I was going with this. I got a little lost. Oh, Gregory and the cigarettes, yeah. So 2 cigarettes, I'm supposed to, he said I'd sell those for get $1, and I have $3. Well, he said he'd like to give me more money, but he had to get some socks and stuff, you know, and telling me about the good kinds to get and all that kind of stuff. But nice guy, and I put a picture of him in the video that I talked about that story. I ended up catching him later because I wanted to get a picture with him. He was all proud about that. But nice man. As a matter of fact, I still have in the cabinet above me, right up there, not the open one, but the closed one, I have those 2 cigarettes and $2 still up there, so I ain't broke. I got at least 2 cigarettes and $2. But no, on my wallet I still got, I gotta think now, I ain't gonna count it, but let's see, I got 15, I don't know, I got about maybe $18 in there or something like that. I don't know. But it's weird because that's kind of fluctuated a little bit too, because I was down to like $14 or something like that at one point. And I do have some change. I got some change jars. I haven't broke down to those yet, so. But yeah, this morning's been a challenging morning. I don't know why I'm even filming this at the moment. I don't know how long it's going. You get a close up on my face. Oh yeah, I better shorten this up. It's getting long. Did I have any other point that I was trying to talk about here? I don't know. I know God's real. I was debating with him today. Oh yeah, and asking, when's it coming? When's something happening? When am I going to know the direction I'm heading, or when things are going to get better? Because temperature's dropping, and if you look at the weather, it's going to get cold. I mean, I've got a diesel heater in here and stuff to produce my own power, but it still takes money to fill that diesel tank, takes money to fill the regular gas tank to be able to move, or I can't sit in one spot, you know. They'll tow me away if snow starts coming. They got to plow and stuff, you know, so you know, I got to figure it out. And I know it's going to get better. I just know it. That's why I started making these videos ahead of time. While I'm going through this scary, tough stuff. So that way, once it's better, I ain't just telling people about, oh, well, it was tough for me and blah, blah, blah. I thought, well, maybe I should start filming while it's tough. And I hope y'all don't mind. I'm in a comfortable, clean, dirty t-shirt. It's clean, but it's an older, comfortable t-shirt that I cut the sleeves off and stuff. I'm a bigger guy, so I run hot easy, so cutting the sleeves off in this one was nice. It breathes better. Any big guys out there that start watching me, they understand. I know it. I guess I'm a medium big guy because I've seen some pretty big guys, But I got a gut on me. I used to be a lot bigger. It's almost up to 400 pounds at one point. Now, last I knew, I was at like 276, but I think I'm kind of working my way back up towards 3 again. I don't know if that's depression, comfort food eating, or what it is, but I still stay pretty active, It's like a couple weeks ago, I tried to look for something to do, to stay active and keep my mind busy so I don't start like spinning wheels in my brain, with all the tough things going on. You gotta try to keep staying active, getting out in fresh air and being active, because otherwise it'll just bring you down more and more, And so I fight against that. And of course, I've had people ask me if I fight depression and stuff at all. Well, sure I do. I'm in a tough situation, and how can somebody be in a tough situation and not fight that, It's not like you can have life kicking the snot out of you and you're just going to be like, oh no, I'm fine, this is okay, Just don't happen like that. But anyway, I am quite the optimist, even in tough situations, but I'm still human. Especially lately, it seems like, I don't know if it's middle age or what, but lately in the morning when I wake up, because of all this I'm dealing with, it just smacks the crap out of me. So I got to start talking to God right away in the morning, about it. And a lot of times I'm shedding tears. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I wake up feeling pretty good, even though I'm going through this tough stuff. But some days just kick the living tar out of you. But last night I was doing some research in my Bible and about money and mammon and money, mammon, and how we have in God we trust on our money and the background behind that, and maybe I'll talk about that in the next video. Been learning some neat stuff, and started because when I went to church Sunday, we had a fill-in pastor tell us some neat stories, and it tied in with money that, and it intrigued me. So I've been doing some reading about it, because we all hear about how money's the root of all evil. Well, then money's a tool, I guess. I don't know, everybody's got their own opinion on stuff, but it's not that money's evil, but the pursuit and love of money is. Well, that'll get into that in another video, otherwise this thing's going to get long. I don't know. This is just kind of a blabbing video. Maybe it's good for me to just vent. I don't know. But thanks for watching. I hope you like and subscribe and share, and hopefully this channel grows, and I hope you get some value out of it. Hope you like hanging out with me and learning who I am in this journey in my life. Too bad I didn't start this a long time ago when I was young, man. I had my whole life on video. But then I wouldn't have been comfortable doing it. I used to be more camera shy. I hated doing book reports in school and all that kind of stuff, and I've changed through the years. Sometimes I can still be stage shy and group shy or something, but not for the most part. And if you catch me on the right day, I could stand up on a stage in front of maybe 1 million people, but I got to be in the right mode. I couldn't just schedule for it and then go do it. It's just kind of got to be winging it, like, yeah, I feel like doing this today, I'm going to go up there, just like at church, a lot of people there at the church I've been going to now. No matter where I go, I find churches and visit them and check them out or meet people. God guides me to do that or what, but I do it in all different denominations, but I'm Christian. I'm not like religious per se, I'm Christian. I think we're all God's children. We're all praying to the same God. Here I go babbling on again. I was just closing out and I'm going further. All right, got to make myself close it. This is getting way too long. God bless you. God loves you. He always listens to you. So anything you're going through, talk to God. Tell him how you're feeling. You don't have to pray in a special way. You can talk to him just like I'm talking to you. God bless you. And I guess I'll save some more babbling for the next one. See ya. Hey, I'm back again. And I'm not AI. And I'm the real deal. So maybe boring to some people, but this is real. Ain't AI. And I hope a lot of people find me or channels that are real before their minds are gone. AI is getting kind of creepy out there, so we'll see what happens with it. Anyway, I'm glad you're about to watch this video. Like and subscribe and share. Please help this channel grow. Let's help save each other, can't we? You know, let's be there for each other. God bless y'all. Hope you enjoy what I put together today. I'm going to be doing some editing rather than just a straight shot. I had some fun playing around with the camera yesterday. So anyway, I hope you like it. Enjoy.